Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about the very important relationship between phase velocity and group velocity. Okay. For in the case of non-relativistic case for free particle, so for free particle, potential energy is zero. It will be only having the kinetic energy. Okay. For free particle, only having the kinetic energy. Potential energy is zero. So we know that total energy can be written as total energy equals to kinetic energy plus potential energy, right? So that in this case, for the free particles, okay, it will be only having the kinetic energy, so that potential energy will become zero. Okay, then this total energy will become p square by 2m. So total energy can be written as equals to p square by 2m. P square by 2m. This is okay. So now coming to the phase velocity, we know that phase velocity equals to we know that phase velocity equals to Vp, phase velocity equals to omega by k. This can be written as h cut omega and h cut k. So this we know that actually this energy equals to h cut omega and this p equals to the h cut k. These are standard. So formulas. So that now this can be written as phase velocity can be written as so energy by momentum. Right? So this here you can see this phase velocity now can be written as E by P. Okay. For in the case of free particle, only it will be having the kinetic energy P square by 2m. You can substitute that total energy P square by 2m by P. This P here P cancel out and P is there. This will become phase velocity equals to the P by 2m. So we know that so momentum P equals to mv because it's for non-relativistic particle. Okay. So what happens? So this okay Vp equals to okay mv by 2m. So that m cancel out. Phase velocity equals to the v by 2. Okay. Phase velocity equals to v by 2. Now we can look at so group velocity. So we know that group velocity can be written as okay Vg equals to d by dp. Okay. So we know in the case of free particle, it will be only having the kinetic energy which is equals to the p square by 2n. So if you differentiate it, what happens? It will give 2p by 2m. 2 will cancel it. You will get p by m. Right? We know that p equals to mv. Right? So that mv will cancel out. Only group velocity equals to the actual velocity of the particle. Actual velocity of the particles. So in place of v, we can substitute here. So group velocity, this will become phase velocity equals to the group velocity by 2. So that group velocity Vg equals to the 2 times of the phase velocity in the case of non-relativistic free particle. Okay. This is very, very important. Okay. Group velocity equals to the 2 times of the phase velocity in the case of non-relativistic free particle. Okay. Actual group velocity is nothing but actual velocity of the particle. Phase velocity is the half of the particle velocity. Okay. Okay. When in the and second one in the case of relativistic situation. So according to the Einstein relativistic so energy, the total energy can be written as E equals to square root of P square C square E naught square, where E naught square is the rest mass energy of an electron. Right. So now coming to the phase velocity, we know that phase velocity can be written as okay Vp equals to energy by momentum. So energy, what is energy? So here energy is square root of p square c square plus e naught square. So you can substitute this. Okay. This is the phase velocity. Vp equals to square root of p square c square e naught square by p. So now we can calculate for group velocity. We know group velocity equals to Vg equals to d by and dp. right? So that we know that, so energy of a total energy of a relativistic particle is square root of p square c square e naught square. So now if we can differentiate, okay, what happened? So this 1 by 2, this you know that, so this can be p square c square e naught square whole power of 1 by 2 because square root. Okay, so this can be, so differentiation of with respect to momentum, this will become 1 by 2 of, okay, p square c square e naught square 1 by 2 minus 1. Okay, so this will become, so 1 by 2 p square c square plus e naught square minus 1 by 2. This is what we have written here, right? Into this is not exactly the piece. Again, we have to differentiate. So again, we have to differentiate with respect to p square, c square. This will become 2p c square. That we have get it, right? So now the group velocity will become, group velocity Vg equals to p into c square and square root of p square, c square, e naught square, right? So if we can, so multiply the product of group and the product of phase and group velocities. Okay, just this is the relation for the, okay, phase velocity. We know that group velocity is equal to p c square by square root of p square c square plus e naught square. This can cancel out. PP will cancel out. So now we are getting it, phase velocity into group velocity equals to the c square. Okay, the product of phase velocity into group velocity equals to the square of velocity, square of the speed of velocity of light. Okay, this is also very very important. Okay, okay, for in the case of non-relativistic case, group velocity is equals to 2 times of the phase velocity, which is equal to vp. In the case of relativistic case, the product of phase velocity and group velocity equals to the c square, square of the velocity of the light. Okay, speed of the light. So for relativistic particles, usually phase velocity greater than c, actual group velocity equals to the actual velocity of the particle. But only the group, this phase velocity do not have any physical significance, but only the information and energy travels with group velocity only. Okay, but in the case of non-relativistic limit, you know that group velocity is nothing but, well, actual velocity of the particle and phase velocity equals to the, okay, so actual group velocity by 2 v by 2. Okay, now we are going to discuss important problem based on this, so group velocities. Okay, in the case of non-relativistic case, right, relativistic case. Okay, here you can see the problem. Okay, okay, problem, find the group and phase velocities of an electron whose kinetic energy is equals to its rest energy. Okay, okay, whose kinetic energy equals to rest energy. And ఒక ఎలక్ట్రాన్ యొక్క కైనటిక్ ఎనర్జీ ఈక్వల్స్ టు ద రెస్ట్ మాస్ ఎనర్జీకి ఈక్వల్ అయితే, సో ఆ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ యొక్క ఫేజ్ వెలాసిటీ మరియు గ్రూప్ వెలాసిటీ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేయమంటున్నారు అనమాట. ఓకే, సో వి నో ఇట్ ఈస్ గివెన్ దట్ the kinetic energy equals to the rest mass energy. Usually rest mass energy is denoted by E naught. This is also we can call it as m naught c square. Okay, we know that total energy, we know that total energy can be written as, okay, can be written as equals to kinetic energy plus rest mass energy. Okay, because kinetic energy equals to what, rest mass energy కాబట్టి kinetic energy లో ఏం సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేయొచ్చు, ఏ నాట్ సబ్స్టిట్యూట్ చేసేసుకోవచ్చు. Okay, this becomes total energy equals to the 2 times the rest mass energy. Okay, అంటే kinetic energy rest mass energy కి ఈక్వల్ అయిపోయిందంటే సింపుల్లీ we can write down the total energy equals to the 2 times of the rest mass energy. Okay, rest mass energy. So we have a relation according to Einstein relativistic theory. So energy can be written as, okay, energy can be written as a gamma of rest mass energy. So where gamma is a relativistic factor which is 1 by This is relativistic factor. This is 1 by 1 minus v square by c square. So in classical mechanics, so when we are discussing about okay, so length contraction, time dilation, okay, addition of velocities. So in during those cases that we will discuss all this, we will come across this relativistic factor gamma, right? So this energy can be written as gamma times the rest mass energy. Okay, so that we know that here the total energy equals to the 2 times of rest mass energy. This can be written as 2 E naught equals to gamma E naught. So E naught will cancel out. We will be only having gamma equals to 2. So what is the gamma? Gamma equals to 1 by square root of 1 minus v square by c square equals to 2. Okay. So this I can be write down 1 by 2 equals to square root of 1 minus v square by c square. As squaring on both sides, then it will become 1 by 4 equals to 1 minus v square by c square. Okay, I am taking this side, left side, v square by c square is equal to 1 by 1 by 4. This will become 3 by 4. This will become 3 by 4. So that this v square equals to, okay, 3 by 4 of c square. This v equals to square root of 3 by 2 c. This is the actual group velocity. This is actually the group velocity. This is actually a group velocity. So we know from relativistic case, the product of phase velocity into group velocity equals to the c square. So we have now calculated the group velocity. Okay, this is very, very important. This is already asked in the CSIR NET and GATE examinations. Okay, so now you substitute in place of group velocity. Okay, phase velocity equals to phase velocity into what is the value of group velocity here? We got it root 3 by 2 of c equals to c square. This c square will cancel out, one c remain here. Okay. Now the phase velocity can be write down. Okay. 2 by root 3 of c. 2 by root 3 of c. So this is a very important problem asked many times. Okay. Thank you.